So, good morning, friends. Once again, I welcome you all on this class of video lecture. And this is BA Part 2 English Literature, and we are taking paper 1, that is Poetry and Drama. And, friends, for last couple of days, we have been doing a very famous poem written by Thomas Gray, and the title of the poem is Elegy written in a country churchyard. So, friends, I hope that you must have understood the main precept of the poem, the main crux of the poem. This poem is not that death song which is often written in the tradition of elegies. Rather, the entire poem has been devoted to that class of society which remains obscured, which remains unidentified, unacknowledged. Their lives, their struggles are portrayed very beautifully and pathetically in this poem. So, friends, we come to the stanza number. I think we have done 21 stanzas so far. So today we do 22nd stanza. For who to dumb forgetfulness a prey, this pleasing anxious being ever resigned, left the warm prentice of the cheerful day, nor cast one longing lingering look behind. So again, like some other popular stanzas, this is also a popular stanza. So the reason why there are monuments to mark the graves of even these poor people is that though all men are destined to be forgotten, everyone desires to be remembered after death. After death. This is a very general human weakness that we all know that after death we are forgotten by this world. There is a very famous proverb, out of sight, out of mind. When we do not live here, people forget us. This is a very naked reality of the world. But still, we want to be remembered. We want to have tombstones over our graves. We want to have very decorative letters of eulogy on those tombstones. Right? So no one departs from life. Yes, this is the major attachment to life, and this attachment even continues after death. No one departs from life, no one wants to depart from life, its joys and cares without a wistful fond gaze on objects of love he is leaving after him. This is the naked reality, the stern reality of human life. So I come to stanza 23 of on some fond breast the parting soul relies, some pious drops the closing eye requires, even from the tomb the voice of nature cries, even in our ashes live their wonted fires. So this is stanza number 23, and when dying, a person depends for support on some loving friends. Yes, we need supports, we need friends, we need family, we need our relatives. So when dying, a person depends for support on some loving friends and needs the sympathy and sorrow of those who shed tears of devout affection at his death. Even after one is dead and buried, the same natural cawing for loving remembrance continues. No, long after death, when the body has become dust, and ashes in the grave. The passion for loving remembrance, which they habitually entertain, finds strong expression in inscription on their tombs. Yes, the tombstones do not matter, the inscriptions do not matter. It is the feeling and emotion which is found in heart matters. So, what is the point of matter? What is important? What is significant? Neither the tombstones, nor the inscriptions, nor all this pomp and show, but rather the feelings and emotions which remain in human heart is important. Yes. So this is the reality, but we do not accept these realities, and we chase those which are not realities of human life. Happy some hoary headed swain may say, often have we seen him at the peep of dawn, brushing with hasty steps the dews away, to meet the sun upon the upland lawn. Yes. Now, when we do not live, what is left behind? The stories are left behind. The tales are left behind. So we remain in the stories. With a view to expression his pity for the rustics and preserve their inglorious memory from forgetfulness, the poet has related their simple tale in the poem. Yes. Now the simple tales, the simple stories are left behind. Though the man finally goes, the man, the peasant, the farmer, the rustic people of the village finally dies. It is just possible that some other person of similar disposition, being led to this churchyard, happens to inquire into his fate after death. Yes, after death he is inquired. This is the point of pathos. This is the point of, you know, um, pathetic approach which the poet has been able to uh, project in this poem. So 26th stanza we take: there at the foot of yonder nodding beech that wreathes its old fantastic roots so high, his listless length at noontide would he stretch and pour upon the brook that babbles by. Yes. At noon he was in the habit. Perhaps some old grey-haired peasant may reply in answer to this inquiry. We have often seen him in the early morning sweeping away the dewdrops from the grass as he walked swiftly to reach the high lawn before sunrise. At noon he was in the habit of lying idly down and stretching his body under that beech tree which you see in waving the wind and which has its roots strangely twisted together above the surface on the ground. At such moments he was in the habit of grazing on the rivulet which flows near at hand. This is the simple information given regarding the dead farmer. Right? Again I repeat this stanza. There at the foot of yonder nodding beech that wreathes its old fantastic roots so high, his listless length at noontide would he stretch and pour upon the brook that babbles by. Yes, hard by you would, now smiling as in scorn, muttering his wayward fancies, he would rove, now drooping woeful wan, like one forlorn, or crazed with care, or crossed in hopeless love. He was also in the habit of wandering about in the neighborhood of yonder bushes. He would sometimes speak out his random thoughts indistinctly, sometimes smile a contemptuous smile, sometimes look dejected, sad, and pale, like a man in a pitiful condition, or like one mad desperate by anxieties, or like a lover who is afflicted with disappointed love. So friends, today we have been able to do 3-4 stanzas. So in the next class we will complete the poem. Thank you.